Johnson to the left, Haven Moses, and Mark Jackson out right. Floyd Little to Elway's right. Elway in the shotgun. Elway looking to go long. Rick Upchurch is wide open, and he can't pull it in.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
John Elway.
There's the first run. Little up the middle. Floyd still on his feet. Flag pulled off. Larry Brunson. First down for Elway. In the shotgun, Elway sees some room up the middle. Elway looking for daylight. Can he get to the end zone? Elway, touchdown, game time.
Tell me this man doesn't want to win this. Look at the Denver All-Stars all around, gathered around John Elway, high-five and hugs.
All right. What the heck are you doing? It looked like the Super Bowl down there.
I don't know. That's when the instincts just took over. I was afraid that would happen. It happened.
Just looks right off looks off everybody short. Mark Jackson's wide open. Elway still on the ball. Now he's going to run around. Elway well out of the pocket. Trying to step up, looking for somebody to be open. Telling Vance Johnson to go long. Instead goes short to Mark Jackson. And Jackson stepping up into the end zone. Reggie Rivers with the touchdown.
And I know this side a little bit and throws an absolute dart over the middle of the field to Reggie Rivers. Cradles it in for a touchdown. Great grab by Reggie.
I talked to Joe before halftime. He's got you squeaked out here by a point. What'd you tell your guys at half?
We just hope we make it through the second half.
Here's Montana. Here comes Ryan again. Quick throw. Stanley over the middle. Walter Stanley tackled by Randy Gradishar.
Randy says, I'm not going to be able to pull Sweet Baby Love's flag, so I'm just going to stand up, meet him square, and take him down. Randy Gradishar said, forget about these dang flags. I'm tackling somebody.
There are no rules, are there?
No, the rules are going to change here real quick, and we're going to do everything we can to win this sucker.
Dave Craig steps up and goes to the corner. A great catch, but out of bounds. The shotgun in the backfield with him. Here's Elway trying to get into the end zone. Scrambles, steps up, still looking, has time. Ralph Tam coming in on him. Now throws one. Steve Foley, touchdown! Steve guy back in time. Elway drops the ball. Elway looking to throw and finds Larry Brunson. Are they going to give him the 2 or is that dead on the fumble? They're going to give him the 2. Hold on. Elway back. Here comes the rush around the side. Some room up the middle. Floyd Little, is he going to get into the end zone? Floyd Little into the end zone for the touchdown.
Large stout John Elway moves.
Here's Elway. The shotgun. Elway still looking. Looks for Mark Jackson. There's the 2.
I've been training for it, Mark. For 6-8 weeks, absolutely. I know this will be the last time. I'm one of the few guys that played in the first game of Mile High and be one of the guys that played in the last game of Mile High.
That's a terrific thing.
It is.
Now the clock starts. Craig back to pass. Over the middle. Beach. Steve Foley tried to grab it, didn't get it. Beach still on the run. One to beat. Sanjay Beach trying to go to the end zone. Thinks he has it. Beach able to get into the end zone. And it's Sims and Craig. Drops the ball.
It's down right there.
He dropped the snap. And it'll stay 34-33 Bronco breaks.
They didn't practice. Thank you, Lord.
Roger Craig can't believe it.
Wow! That was difficult. There's a Mile High mistake right there.
He's bringing on his son Jack. Look at this. Jack Elway to Little. And that'll do it.
As I think about Mile High memories, certainly I think 5 games come into mind in particular. Number 1 is our first time in the playoffs in 1977. We had one home field advantage. Our first game in the divisional round was against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Certainly an outstanding team, maybe the best ever to play in terms of individual talent. I had 2 interceptions in that game. We ended up beating them handily, which gave us the opportunity to play the Raiders, who were the defending champions. That's the second game on my list, the AFC Championship from 1977. As I said, the Raiders were the defending NFL champions. They come into Mile High, and we beat them on a day where I think we ran the ball very well. Haven Moses started us off with a spark, about an 80-yard touchdown down the sidelines. The defense played well, and we were headed to our first Super Bowl. The number 3 game is in 1984. It's what many people refer to as the snow game against the Green Bay Packers. We came out on the field for a Monday night game, about 6 inches of snow covering the field, and the first 2 plays that the Green Bay Packers had the ball offensively, we forced fumbles, were able to pick them up, run them into the end zone, score 14-0 before our offense ever touched the ball. Final score, of course, was 17-14 Broncos. Number 4 on my list is my Ring of Fame induction. The Broncos playing Kansas City in Mile High in 1991. The thing that makes that game so memorable for me is that the Broncos were trailing by 13 points with less than 2 minutes left in the game. Certainly wouldn't have been a great Ring of Fame induction had they lost the game. John Elway, as was typical of his game, threw touchdowns within the last 2 minutes to win the game by 1 point. My final memory has nothing to do with me playing. It is the Broncos' final game at Mile High Stadium against the San Francisco 49ers, a game that I felt was virtually impossible for the 49ers to win. Those are my 5 Mile High memories.